Good morning, Sapulpa. This is Micah from Sapulpa Times.
And Lucy with the City of Sapulpa.
And good morning, guys. We are going to kick this off the right way. Well, we're going to do some breaking news here. We just found this out literally minutes ago before start of the show. They're doing updates to the school bus routes. And so the school district says that they are not reducing the number of routes, but they are reducing the number of stops. And so they're encouraging everybody who has a kid on a bus by the time they start school next week, go ahead and go check out the district transportation website and be looking for updated information regarding your child's school bus route. So, not a problem that you have to deal with, right? Because you drop Hudson off,
Yeah.
and he doesn't go to Sapulpa schools.
No.
So, yet we'll get him eventually.
Eventually.
It'll be a while.
It'll be a long time.
You were just telling me what a great day.
Yeah. We had some tears, but it was okay. He came home. He had a great day. He loved his teacher. His teacher actually has a college freshman, and so they're moving in today into college, and so his teacher's gone today.
Oh, really? Second day of school?
Yes, that's what she said. She told us as soon as we met her and everything. She's like, I will be gone the second day of school. I have to move my daughter to college. But so he was kind of sad this morning. He's like, oh, Miss A's going to be gone. And, but he was excited to get back and see his friends. And so I think it's going to be a great year.
Yeah, it will be once the first day jitters are over and things get settled in. That's good. Well, let me kick it off the right way, guys. We've got Free Coffee Friday. Today, Free Coffee Friday was brought to you by Creek County Law. And very grateful Gene was out there. He was, shaking hands and kissing babies. There were no babies.
That's okay.
But yeah, Free Coffee Friday happened at CTS Coffee this morning, 114 East Dewey, going from 7:30 to 9:30. So you got about 24 minutes if you want to get down there. I know, Lucy, you try and get down there from time to time. You're not really a coffee person, but
no, I don't really drink
out.
caffeinated coffee. So it's not the rush to get coffee for me. It's to go see everyone and hang out.
I mean, that's kind of what it is for me too at this point, because I'm going to be there regardless. I go every day.
Okay.
And so, but getting to see everybody and hang out with them and talk to people is pretty awesome. And I wasn't going to talk about this, but I need to tell something about one of my friends that's there. So Kent Clark, do you know who this is?
Mm-mm.
He is a man who's part of our coffee mafia. And I don't quite know how old he is. I'd imagine he's probably in his 60s or 70s at this point. And he does not look it at all. He used to be a city councilor way back in the day, and now he's part of the coffee mafia. We enjoy hanging out with him. This dude used to live in California and was a surfer and a skateboarder during the 1970s Lords of Dogtown days of skateboarding. Like when that skate culture was first getting launched and they were skating in the empty swimming pools and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That was this dude. You look at that guy today and you shake his hand and you would not guess that. In a million years, I promise you would not think that he was part of this long-haired surfer dude craze. It is so shocking.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is a great guy and I like him a lot and everything, but I had to ask him a couple of times if he was lying to me yesterday. He was like, yeah, no, I used to surf. And I'm like, what? You seem like he came here on horseback or something. What do you mean you used to surf? And so he told me, yeah, he's in California, was raised there before moving to Oklahoma with his wife, who he brought from California.
Okay.
So anyway, if you guys get to meet Kent Clark, which is also a cool Superman sounding name.
I know, that's what I was like.
Clark Kent is his alter ego. But anyway, so if you guys get to meet Kent, then ask him about his days as a sun-bleached, salty-haired surfer dude. Anyway, it's cool. It's cool to meet him. All right, let's get going on what's actually happening with the rest of today. So the big kind of story, I guess, of the day is something that we just started. I don't know if it came out yesterday or the day before, but Sapulpa Main Street is kicking around the idea about whether or not to do Jingle Bells this year. So let's talk about that.
Yeah, so we actually met together.
Are you on this committee?
I am.
Oh, okay, good. You can provide some valuable insight.
So we actually met together, and there's some volunteers on the committee that have been doing it for years and years and have been a part of it since it started. And then there's myself who has kind of been a part of it in and out over the last 6 years. And so one of the things that was brought to attention is that, some of the comments we got yesterday was, not everyone gives out their tickets
Yeah,
or
saw that.
and things like that. And so we have kind of been getting some feedback that maybe our merchants feel that it's like a hassle, and they don't really get the like return on it.
The merchants don't get the return?
They
Okay.
kind of just, I mean, and I'm not speaking for everyone. So that was kind of the discussion in the meeting. It was like, does everyone get a benefit from it? Because that's why it was brought here, to encourage shopping, and then to give back to the community as they are shopping. And so there's some conflicting opinions on that. And so one thing that is for sure that if we do not have enough businesses committed by September 1st, it will not be happening.
Okay, so well, that's like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So we got to get under it, get after it. Um, is there a threshold on how many businesses have to get committed?
Yes. We have to have 75 businesses.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Typically, we have to have 100.
Mhm.
And so like I said, we're just kind of weighing the options of what it looks like. Does it look the same as it has in the previous years?
Yep.
Does it not? But if we don't have at least 75 committed businesses, we just can't make it work. I mean, I learned that this is a project that Main Street does, and Main Street walks away with $0.
Yeah, I think at the very most, that last $500 drawing they do, that might be seed money for the next year, if nobody claims it.
Yeah, and that's possible, but like every dollar that is given and donated by these businesses to participate in Jingle Bells is truly given back out to the community in those drawings.
Okay.
And so that was the thing, you have 12 people sitting around a table, and we're gonna order tickets and deliver tickets and rip them apart and put them in a hopper, and it's an entire day thing, and we have to coordinate the news stations and all the things. And so it's something that we, as a committee, everyone does because we love the community. Obviously, Cindy would not be with Main Street if she didn't love the community.
Right.
But it doesn't make anyone on that committee any money, or any of the organizations that are participating any money.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because I think a lot of people think of this as some sort of a fundraiser for the Main Street program, and that's not the case. It's really a community-wide community support effort for the businesses and stuff here. So we need 75 businesses to participate. We need that by September 1st. Now, I've been seeing a lot of people in the comments and stuff like that are saying, yes, we'd love to have it back, bring it back. And uh, being on the committee, do you know how long they've been doing this drawing?
Um,
Hmm.
I know it was happening in 2000.
Yeah.
Because we did talk about that. So I don't know if it started before 2000.
Okay.
But I know it's been happening for at least 25 years.
Okay. Well, my point in bringing that up is it's become something that a lot of us look forward to every year, right? And this season being different, we're not having the Christmas shoot. We've had the construction and stuff going on. And I think people were worried whether or not they'll be able to get all the shopping done in order to do the Jingle Bells, and I think that's probably part of why they're trying to decide whether or not to do it this year. But it's been I appreciate that Main Street has kept this thing going. It hasn't always been the same. I remember, do you remember? You might be too young for this, but do you remember when they actually took it out to Danny Beck Chevrolet and they held the drawing out there once or twice, a couple different years? And I think like there was such an outcry from the local businesses here. They were like, "No, bring it back." I think Danny Beckwood at the time they were like the presenting sponsor, so they were the major sponsor of the event, and so they had it out there. Now Danny Beck doesn't exist anymore, so that wasn't going to happen. But then they brought it back down here, and they tried different things. They said, "Okay, well, do we do it where you have to be present to win, or do we do it where you can win on the radio or something and then pick it up later?" And then they try different stuff and figure it out. And so maybe this would be another thing where they try something different or try. Right now, they're trying to figure out if they're going to have it. So, do you have any insight into what the feeling is, especially since we're not having the Christmas shoot this year? Is that have anything to do with it?
I would say that, like, without the Christmas shoot, I would say that merchants are more, they want it because it does, provide business and bring business in. And that's why it was originally started. And so I would say there are a lot of businesses that do want it to happen. But at the end of the day, like, we have to have enough to make it happen.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you have to have enough merchants participating and everything. Okay. All right. Good deal. Well, thanks for that update. That's a good bit of info. So we've still got the post going on Sapulpa Times Facebook, and I know it's being shared all around. Different chambers shared it. Main Street has shared it. So be sure to go and put in your 2 cents and let people know. It seems most people are on board with it, I think, just so long as we can get the merchants to participate, the businesses.
Yeah. So if you are a business owner and you want to participate, you do need to reach out to Main Street before September 1st. You can email would be the best way, because I know Cindy's kind of in and out of her office right now. But you can call her and let her know. But if we do not have you committed or enough businesses committed by September 1st, then as much as the community loves it and wants it, we can't make it work.
Right. Okay. All right. That's your call to arms, guys. If you want it to happen, you need to let her know that you're committed. Okay. So moving on to another kind of community type project that we've got going on. And I wanted to bring this up because it is a little different this year. This is the Sapulpa Day of Caring. Now, are you on that committee? You Lucy's on everything. So I know they're doing this a little bit different this time. I had a good conversation with Susan Beneke, who's one of the chairs, the
Yes.
co-chairs for the event. So we've got the Tulsa Area United Way, and they typically do a day of caring. But for years, maybe since the beginning, this thing had always coincided with the same weekend that we do our Route 66 blowout. And so Susan said, hey, we're going to try and do just a Sapulpa Day of Caring, and it'll include all the normal Tulsa Area United Way Sapulpa agencies, but then they're also going to expand it and include the Chamber and Sapulpa Parks and maybe some of the Elks, I think, is another one. And they've got like this mega list of like 32 projects that they're trying to get volunteers for. So Sapulpa Times put out the story yesterday with that master list. And if you're interested in signing up for that, and this is what I really encourage, because it's on a Friday. So I encourage you guys, if you're an employer in town and you're community minded, you care about helping out the community, it would be really cool. And I understand what a sacrifice this would be, but it would be cool if you could like give your employees a paid day to go and support their community. I know a lot of the local American Heritage Bank does that a lot. A lot of the other businesses and stuff do that. But do you have anything else to say about why they decided to change it up this year? And it's on a completely different day and everything else.
Yeah. So I think that this is not actually a brand new thing. I
Oh, it's
think
not.
this is
Okay.
something that has happened before. It hasn't happened the last couple of years. But one of the things is, Sapulpa is very small compared to Tulsa. And so a lot of the businesses and the projects and things like that always, volunteered or got picked up were, not within Sapulpa. And so it was started to make sure that those agencies here in the Sapulpa community really got to get to be loved on and their projects were taken care of and completed. And so this was something that, as Susan stepped into that chair position, that she wanted to bring back because it does fall with the blowout.
Yeah.
And so a lot of businesses are getting ready and preparing for the blowout. And so they're not getting to participate. And so more than like helping the agencies that Day of Caring helps, it also allows those that want to be a part of United Way and give back, they can.
Good. Okay. So it's a kind of both sides of the deal. So you get more agencies involved on the benefit of the Day of Caring, and then you get more involved on the side of those who want to volunteer and everything. But I personally, I really do encourage employers, if you can afford to do it, or if you've got the staff that is gracious enough to be willing to volunteer a day or whatever and take a PTO day or something and volunteer on that Sapulpa Day of Caring, go and check out all of those. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of projects, and I'm already signed up for at least one for sure. So I'll be helping out there. You'll see me out there. I'll be out there with you. And then sign up. Make it a family affair if you can. So sign up. All the people you can, go help be a part of the different projects. There's a lot of them. They need a lot of help. And I'm excited to see what could happen. My only hope is that it'll be August 29th, I think, is the Day of Caring. So I'm just hoping we get a break from the heat. I think
I
we're
hope
on our
so.
way there. I
Yeah.
think we might be. So we'll
And
see.
there's breakfast provided. I learned
Oh,
that.
okay.
So if
That's
you,
a shove in that direction, right?
yeah, so if you're a volunteer, there's going to be a big special breakfast where you can show up and eat before you go out and work.
Awesome. Okay. Well, I mean, if any of you guys are on the fence about it, then that should probably put you over the edge there. So be sure to go and check that out for sure. The other thing, we talked about this on Wednesday, wanted to bring it back up because it's happening today. It is the Thomas Blakemore commemorative event that's happening over at Circle Cinema. Now, listen, guys, I don't like to send you out of Sapulpa to do stuff. I'm very much pro Sapulpa here. But this is going to be a special showing of the World War II, the War in the Pacific, I think is the name of the movie or whatever. And they've got this whole exhibit set up over there. And so also Bill Malk is going to be there. I think I said that
Mhm.
last time. So this is a really cool event. It's completely free. Um, you are not going to get very many opportunities like this to attend an event like this. So, getting
Mhm.
to set up, getting to go to Tulsa as something as unique as the Circle Cinema and set up our own exhibit, and then have a legit World War II veteran there who will be available to answer questions and stuff. To be present, that's not something that. In fact, this might be the only time that happens.
Yeah.
So because it's the 80th anniversary of VJ Day, the Victories in Japan Day. So don't know at all if we'll get to have this next year. So take the opportunity to go and visit with Mr. Mount. Check out the Thomas Blakemore exhibit. All of that's happening at Circle Cinema this evening. Starts at 6 p.m. and then they show the movie at 7. So plenty of time to hang out. It'd be a lot of fun. Also, something brand new coming up that we just found out about the other day, the Overdose Awareness Day. Are you familiar with this at all? This is the,
Mm-mm.
um, what's the details on that? I got to look up the Creek County Prevention Partnership. This is the third annual Overdose Awareness Day that they're doing on Thursday, the 21st. So this is next week, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Walgreens in Sapulpa. You know, there was a time where if they said it was at Walgreens in Sapulpa, I had to say which one.
Yeah.
Not the case anymore. We've only got the one. But this year's event will be offered as a drive-through or walk-up format to ensure accessibility for all community members. Attendees will receive free safe kits, which includes Narcan and Narcan training, and then it will be available while supplies last. There's also information and community resources related to health prevention and recovery. And so I believe I'm looking at like what all is included. This is not the drug take back day kind of thing. I don't think this is the
Mm-mm.
same thing as that. I think this is strictly informational and safety kit kind of day.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's if that's something you're interested in getting. If you, I mean, I'm kind of the opinion that anybody who deals with the public should probably have one of these safety kits. I know that Jordan has had to uh, maybe not get one, but I know that she's had a couple instances where she was like, "Man, I wish I had one of the Narcan safety kits and the training on stuff on how to use it." So,
Hmm.
yep. But what do you think? I don't know. You don't deal with the public that
I don't really deal with a lot of the public. I mean, a lot of mine is
at
through
events and stuff?
email and yeah, and then when we go to events.
Mhm.
But as
But
far
that's
as
in
like
controlled environments, and the police are usually there. So,
right. And I'm behind a locked door. So that's one thing that's different between Jordan and I's job is anyone that's kind of walking around or whatever, they kind of walk in and chat with her and they don't get to me very easily.
That's true. Yeah. So, anyway, if you're someone who has found yourself in that situation and maybe you could use just the additional information or one of those safety kits, now that is while supplies last. So they won't be available forever. So you guys might have to get there kind of early. And then the last thing I wanted to mention, which I'm pretty excited about, I wish we had talked about this on Wednesday, but I didn't really realize it was happening
Okay.
until Wednesday itself is the 65th anniversary for Sahoma Lanes. What do you
Oh,
think
yeah,
of
there's a
that?
car show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yes, they are having a car show and I think they're gonna have food trucks and giveaways and I mean discounted bowling.
Yep, they're doing specials on their bowling and stuff. But I can't believe this. Sahoma Lane is 65 years old now.
That's awesome.
It is awesome. It's crazy. I mean, again, like it's one of those things. Like this is not very many towns outside even have a bowling alley,
Mm-mm.
and to have one that's been here since for 65 years,
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty cool.
When I was in Tahlequah for Oklahoma leadership, one of the nights I went bowling, and it was like a blast from the past. I think
Was it?
this bowling alley was maybe 65 years old, but
Uh-huh.
it was 65 years old.
Like they still did things the way that they did
Yes,
back
like
in.
the pins were probably the original pins. They had no like movement to them. They had no bust, the original balls. It was the old style little like jumping pins.
Yeah.
It was so much fun.
Did you have to keep score with a pencil and stuff?
No,
Or was it
they did have
computerized?
a computerized, so
Okay.
maybe not that old, but it was like straight old style.
Well, I mean, I feel like Sahoma Lanes has retained a lot of that old school charm of bowling. I mean, bowling is a game that's been around forever.
Hmm.
And so the fact that they are still here is awesome.
Yeah.
But when I was in high school, some of you guys who are my age will remember this, but getting a phone call from First United Bank, not going to answer that while I'm on the show. Anyway, oh, I hope that didn't screw up my camera. I don't think it did. Okay, so what was I saying?
Bowling
When
in
I
high
was in
school.
high school,
There you go.
they did quarter bowling.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Okay. Um, you've heard of that, as in like that's something that your older relatives talk about
No,
often?
actually, Adam talks about it.
Oh, okay.
So he bowled in high school. He was on the bowling team. He went to Berry Hill, but he talks about Coin Day.
Oh, okay. And how did he describe it?
You just pay with your change.
It was, yeah. I mean, that was pretty great.
Yeah.
Like whatever change you had in your pocket, you could like get a good bowling day. And you still had to pay for the shoes and stuff.
Hmm.
And so Saturday's event that they're doing will be kind of like that. I mean,
Okay.
they won't be doing quarter bowling. I think it's like $2 a game though.
Yeah, I
That's
think
awesome.
it's $2 shoes, $2 games, $2 hot dogs, and $2 something else.
Yeah, $2 everything.
Yeah.
And the car show is free.
Yes.
So you can go check out the car show and stuff. That starts at 10 a.m. But yeah, good times. A lot of good memories at Sahoma Lanes. That was neat. When I was dating my wife, I took her there. We took her bowling, and then I had them play our song over the loudspeaker, and I danced with her out in front of everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah, when we were engaged.
that's sweet.
Yeah, thank you. She appreciated
That's why she puts up with you.
it. Yeah, because I do have sweet moments once in a
Yeah,
while.
there you go.
So yeah, Adam's talking about the quarter mania. That's it, right
There you
there.
go.
Boom. Yeah, that's great. So, okay, so yeah, you guys be sure to come out to that. It's the Home Lanes thing. I mean, I'm sorry we didn't get a chance to talk about that more earlier, but hopefully you'll have some free time to do that
Mhm.
on Saturday. And the rest of us, I don't know, we're all in back to school mode now. You guys are in school.
We are in
You're
school.
ready. You're ready
I
to
was gonna
roll.
say, like, if you are interested in bowling or if you like bowling, I know they're kicking off their 65th anniversary this weekend, but they also have a lot of other things going on. And so I am part of the Kids Bowl Free.
Oh, you are? Okay.
And so I have bowled a lot this summer, actually. And I'm still not very good, but I have been a lot. Anyways, like next weekend, on the 23rd, they have like it's called it's a rodeo theme and it's Kids Bowl Free and it's like $2 shoes, basically.
Cool.
So there, if you like bowling or you just want something to do, especially while it's hot right now, definitely check out Sahoma Lanes because they have a lot of things going on, celebrating back to school and closing out the summer.
Yeah, that is a good one. Okay. Thanks for that. That was
You're
good.
welcome.
Um, all right. I think that's it.
The other thing I was going to tell you,
Oh,
I
what?
was thinking of it, is you were talking about the emergency kits over at Walgreens.
Yeah.
And we do, at our police department, we do have a drug drop off. You cannot drop off liquids, but you can drop off your pills and things.
All the time?
Hmm.
Okay, I thought that was I thought that was a part of this overdose prevention thing, but that's not.
No,
But
I'm pretty sure it's all the time.
okay. I know they do have days, certain days of the year where they do like great big, like it's a push for a drug take back day or something like that, where you can get rid of all of your expired drugs. Or, I mean, honestly, guys, just being real with you, if you're someone who's struggling with substance abuse or something and you need some help on getting out of that, then this is an opportunity to kind of do
I will double check on that
Okay.
and I will get you some information and then we can definitely put out true, correct, full information on Monday.
Okay.
But when I worked at the pharmacy, that was something when people would ask, what do we do with our extra pills because they had changed medicine and stuff like that. We always encourage them to go to the police department.
Yeah. That's a great idea. So, okay, we'll get more information for you on that for next week. So, guys, we're going to end it there. Thanks for tuning in to the Time Loop Live. We'll see you guys again on Monday where we talk about all things happening in the town that we love. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.